Hello, my name is Modupe, and you're watching You Were There, a program sponsored by the partners of the Christian Broadcasting Network to share stories of transformed lives. And today we have an interesting lineup just for you. Starting off is a piece from Ojigo in Benue State, where we meet a man whose passion for his people drew the attention of CBN's medical team to his community.
New borders, unique cultures, unpredictable accommodation, welcoming families, the CBN's humanitarian team has become accustomed to these experiences as it all leads to a moment of impact. This time around, the team's destination is Benue State.
This is Ondugbe Medical Center in Ojiko, Okpoku local government area of Benue State.
Dr. Idoko Emmanuel has set up this clinic after seeing the dire need of those in the community. Named after his fifth daughter, Ondugbe, it has since grown with the unending support of his wife and family.
Judging by the presence of a private medical center, one will assume that most of the villagers here have answers to their basic health needs. But how true is that assumption?
You can see, obviously, we are living in the midst of very indigent people. They are poor, needy, sick, and so on.
The work of my father has greatly inspired me into the medical line.
Still concerned about the overwhelming health needs of his people, Dr. Idoko called for the assistance of the Christian Broadcasting Network. The CBN's humanitarian team is about to start a relay of free medical services in hope of bringing some relief to this age-long problem. The nurses get comfortable as they settle into their routine. Over at the doctor's corner, hopeful patients come one step closer to their relief.
So far, this is the second day of the medical mission, and people have come from far and near to assess the health that is available to all.
Mrs. Ape Mary, like many other beneficiaries, came with an expectation of healing. For almost a month, she suffered from sleepless nights as a result of severe pains in her leg. Then, she heard about the CBN's 3-day medical mission and knew she could not miss it.
I'm so much happy because the way when all those sickness worried me when I reached here yesterday, as I went back yesterday, it be like say they put ice water in my body, so I sleep fine.
The Ochibo family came with high expectations. Father and son have had inguinal hernia for a while, and both have been scheduled for surgery.
This morning, my son Emmanuel Ochibo have been operated successfully, and right about this time, I'm about to go to the theater for my own operation.
After a successful operation, Mr. Ochibo and his son are on their way to full recovery. The optometrists are not far in sight, performing vision tests and prescribing eyeglasses to those in need. The surgeons have also had a busy schedule, working from sunrise to sunset.
So far, about 14 surgeries have been done, and we will hope to do much more tomorrow by the grace of God.
What has been done in the last 2 days, we cannot cover in many months, and it has touched the community positively. I'm grateful to CBN.
Thank you so much for choosing Ojigo. We are so blessed to have you people around and really long to see more of you guys.
Time is up for the humanitarian team in Ojigo. They got ready to leave knowing that they have touched lives and have become part of a family.
Did you see the number of people that God helped, all because you made that decision to partner with CBN? With people like you and Dr. Idoko, we can do so much more to bring help to the people in need. Coming up next is my hot seat interview with my producer. She's a producer of You Were There, but I call her the village producer. She shares what it's like to be the boots on the ground. You're going to want to see this. Ha ha ha, I'm so happy finally I got you here. You're used to running the show, controlling the flow, telling me 3, 2, 1,
Please, can
action.
I go
Now
behind the
it's your turn. I hope you are feeling the heat of the hot seat.
I'm telling you, can't you see my legs? They're shaking.
That's a total idea. But really, what's the heart? How did You Were There come about? You know, how did this whole name and the show come about?
Yeah, You Were There. It's actually referring to partners, the people who help us to do all that we do in the field.
Right.
So it's actually just telling them thank you for being there to help those people who are in their need, to help them put fresh water well, to help with the cleft lip surgery free of charge, and to do all the things that we do. So we just wanted them to see what their giving is doing in the lives of these people. So it's saying, you were there, our partners are there.
Okay, now, lots of people watch the show and they say, oh God, I watched that story and I was impacted by it, or I was touched by that story. What they don't see are the things that are happening behind the scenes. So you want to share?
The thing I like about this show is the fact that you have to, it's a field-based storytelling. Sometimes we get stuck in the river and we start to push the car. I mean, we've seen a lot of drama. Sometimes we have flat tire in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes we get lost in the bushes. We just keep driving. I mean, there was a trip that we were actually afraid that we might run out of fuel. And we were in the middle of nowhere, like in a desert, just bushes. It was dark. This is like, say, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning. So, I mean, you get into all this kind of risk, but at the end of the day, your drive is, you're reaching out to people.
Right.
So it just keeps you going. Even when you see you're face to face with danger, you're in arms where you don't even see all of those. You're just looking at your mind is at the end product. The people you're going to put smiles on their faces, the people who are going to receive help, the near-death situation that you're going to avert. I mean, I've been to medical mission where people, come in and you see emergency cases. And in the next 15 minutes, you see this person resuscitated and back to life. You see this person smiling, and just a couple of minutes, this person came in and is looking like this is the end of the road. I mean, when you see stuff like that, it has a way of just, creating passion to do more. Initially, it was difficult getting them to agree to do their story. Some of them, they are a little bit, there's a resistance. When they see the camera, they don't want to talk. Even when they have good stories, they are not willing. But over time, I just realized that as I started to connect with the people, like when they are hurting, it's actually not about the camera, I need the shot. It's about, I feel their pain. I share their joys. So it became easier over time. Telling them to talk about, how they feel. Before I even finish, they're telling me, oh, you know what? I really want to say thank you to these people who made this possible. And I said, would you mind if we have the camera and then you talk? They said, no, yeah, we want to tell them thank you. But before it was hard because I just wanted to get the story. So I wasn't connecting with the people. So that transformation really made a whole lot of difference for me.
Right. And I've seen you on the field. You're like, I call her the village producer. Just so
yes, that's it.
Okay, so I go for some of these medical missions as well, and the first day you have a crowd of people. Second day it's like times two. It keeps building, and by the last day they are more than they ever were, and you have to pack up. It's really heartbreaking sometimes.
Very true.
You have people who need help.
True.
It's help you can provide, but you can't because you're incapacitated by many things. How can we better help these people,
Just like we were talking earlier, and you said health is not something that should have a break.
Yeah.
It's something people should always have access to. I mean, it's heartbreaking to see that, there are still people who are in need of medical attention. And because the medical mission has come to an end, you have to go. Sometimes you actually run out of materials.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really want to do more, but you see desperate cases. You see cases that need urgent surgeries. You see desperate, and you just have to leave. Sometimes it's really painful. But I think another way out is if we can, just establish rural health clinics.
Right.
So that they will always have access to medical help. So that it's not a thing that they are looking forward to another medical mission that will not happen maybe in a month or in 2 months. Right. That they are always there's healthcare services available for them to just access and get their medical attention.
I think that's amazing.
Right.
It's amazing you mentioned that. And that's what you do as a CBN partner. I mean, CBN partners are actually establishing rural health clinics
in villages. Yes.
Right. And that's really amazing. So do you know how much it costs? Do you have an idea of how much funds we need to be able to actually make these things happen?
We need a lot of funds.
I know.
I mean, what's the price of a life? That's like giving life to someone. Right. That's like, I've been to this medical mission where they brought in this child, and just a few minutes after she came in, she died. And I was really heartbroken because I've never seen anything like that. You know, when I heard the wailings, the weeping, it's just something piercing through my soul. And the comfort I got afterwards was, do you know how many kids that have been saved from this death situation? Do you know how many children, have been face to face with helpless situation like this? And because some people out there gave for a medical outreach to be held, those cases were averted. So that comforted me. That's just one case that I witnessed. How about the thousands and hundreds that are out there that are dying every day from drinking of dirty water? I mean, they're subjected to that because there are no alternatives. That's all they have, a muddy pond. And that's where they fetch to drink, to bathe, to cook, everything you can think of. That's what they do. So, I mean, we need a lot of funds. We need all the support we can get. We need people to come in and support us, help us to do even more, so that we can establish rural health clinic in all the villages that we go to.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be so amazing.
So we need all the funds we can get.
Just a quick question, someone might wonder, if we can just do the humanitarian work, we can go to these villages, help these people with the funds we have, why do we need, you were there, why do we need to fund programming? Because, I mean, how much does it cost to actually create one episode of You Were There?
That's a lot of money. You want me to put a figure to it?
It probably costs, hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Put these episodes on air. And someone say, okay, why don't you just use all that money for humanitarian? What's the purpose of putting money into programming like You Were There?
First off, this is a broadcast organization. So we exist to reach out to people through television. So creating content for television is important in the first place. So that's why we exist. And the second part is, there are people who actually have this need to reach out to people, and they don't know where to channel their giving to. They don't even know what we are doing or what our organization is about. So putting out stories from all the outreaches that we are engaged with help some of these people who are out there to see what we do and help them connect to say, oh, right, I can be a part of this. So it just makes it easy for them to connect with us and to help them fulfill their own vision of reaching out to people in need.
In so doing, they're helping the countless lives that, would love to reach.
Right.
And also, like you said, broadcast is impact.
It's impact.
There's so many lives that have been blessed through CBN programming.
True,
and that's
absolutely.
why we're broadcasting.
Yeah, I have a lot of people who have met me and they say to me, I saw your program on CBN, you were there. I really want to be a part of what you do. I love what you guys do. All of those wouldn't have happened if they didn't watch the program on television.
Exactly.
So for every penny you send in here, for every 1,000, 50,000, you are actually saving lives. You are actually saving lives. And we just hope that you'll be encouraged to even give more so that we can do more.
Thank you, Love, for letting us into your world and giving us an insight into what it takes to reach out to the people we support. We couldn't do any of these without you, our partners. Every day you save lives because you give. And just as Love said, we hope you'll be encouraged to give more so that we can do much more. We'll go on a break now, but when we return, Sandra tells us why she decided to partner with CBN. Please stay with us.
From tough terrains to deep waters, bringing hope and laughter to homes and communities. Thank you, CBN partners, for helping Martha, who was almost going blind as a result of cooking over smoky fires. She had no hope for a better life until CBN gave her a pair of glasses and a brand new business. Now she can look forward to a bright future. The people of Buckinriga village are also grateful to CBN for digging a brand new water well right at the center of their village. Now, the days of lack are over. Thank you, CBN partners, for putting smiles on people's faces.
My name is Sandra Afonne. I'm the CEO of Span City International Talent Enhancement Foundation. It's a foundation that prepares young, talented individuals for effective productivity. I have a passion for people. What led me or attracted me to CBN is the fact that CBN is doing so much. CBN is reaching out to lives, impacting lives, and I sincerely have a passion for touching lives. That is why I became a partner of CBN. There is this peace that it gives me to know that the places where my legs may not be able to go to, my partnership goes there. The people I may not have met by myself, I am glad to know that my partnership meets them. It's okay to wish, but don't stop there. Don't just wish, act. The peace of mind that it gives is beyond this world.
Thank you, Sandra, for letting love lead. Your years of sacrifice and contributions to this great cause have made a huge difference in countless lives all over the world. God bless you. The woman in our next story was running out of reasons to be hopeful. On the verge of giving up, she heard about you, the partners of the Christian Broadcasting Network. Find out what happened to Mama Bright next.
The birth of a baby is usually followed by the joyful shout of the expectant family. But for the Davids family, it was a deep silence of pain and despair. Bright was born with a cleft lip and palate deformity, a condition that was completely strange to the entire family.
I shout, why me?
I cry. That was my first time to see that kind of thing.
I was not happy, I was no joy at all in me.
David and his family became the butt of cruel jokes in the community.
They are laughing at us. My wife will go market, and say, now that woman born that baby when that have baby.
I will tell my friend that my mommy have put to bed, they'll come and see the baby. I'll be like ashamed to even bring the baby out for them to see. If she wants to take him out, she would like back him and cover him so that people will not be asking questions.
When I saw the baby, I'm a mother. I felt what she's going through.
In the midst of her despair, Mary got the information that Bright's cleft lip and palate deformity could be repaired.
Somebody lead her to hospital. They tell her say she should go and prepare 150,000.
My husband will get the money as they talk for National Hospital.
I even plan, say whether this room when I build, whether I make a sell them.
When it seemed all hope was lost, another possibility appeared on the horizon. Christian Broadcasting Network programs had been providing entertainment to the neighborhood for quite a while.
With the help of her friend, that there is one program that 700 Club that they can do it for free.
My name is Mary.
Mary dared to take a step of faith. She reached out to CBN Africa to help her baby.
They said I should continue feeding me well. From that 1 month to 6 months, they will do the surgery.
Finally, a new day dawned.
As they just carry her out, and that mouth now fell look. I see say no tear again. I see I dance for the compound of the hospital.
As I see my brat, I was shouting. I was happy.
Smile, smile, say thank you.
But the story did not end there. CBN set up a neighborhood shop for Mary, and a partner donated a deep freezer to boost her trade.
Hey! CBN! CBN! God bless CBN! God bless CBN!
It's a happy ending for Bright and his family.
God bless CBN. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
I don't know what to tell CBN. Only my God, I say, should help me reward them.
Simply life-changing. Not only did Bright get a new look, his mom also got a brand new start. What a gift. Thank you, dear partners, for being the answer to their prayers. If you're looking for an opportunity to be the reason behind someone's smile, or the channel for clean water to flow to a thirsty community, if you want to give basic medical care to rural dwellers, sponsor free surgeries for people without a hope, or empower struggling widows and youths, why not consider partnering with the Christian Broadcasting Network today? With as little as 1,000 Naira, 5,000 Naira, or as much as 84,000 Naira monthly, you can become a partner. To say yes to this call, kindly visit our website, fill out partnership form and complete the transaction. You can also call any of the numbers showing on your screen. We'll be waiting at the other end of the line to talk with you. We can't wait to have you on board. Coming up after the break, a story from across borders. Do stay with us.
You were there when the water flowed and the children danced for joy. You were there when the doctors came and saved their little boy. You were there to speak the truth, send the gospel near and far. You were there to change their lives right from where you are.
Thank you, CBN Partners, for making a difference around the world. Your gift of love has changed life and eternity for millions.
When hurting hearts reach out and cry, does anybody care? You were the one who brought the gift. Thank God that you were there.
When Dennis's parents both died of AIDS, he moved to his grandmother's small home just outside Nairobi.
I was so sad when my parents died. I thought people were lying to me. I couldn't believe it.
His grandmother could barely care for his basic needs.
There was no food in the house, and I was so scared. I wanted to die myself just to make the hunger go away.
His grandmother eventually took Dennis to Living Faith International, a ministry supported by CBN's Orphans Promise and run by Pastor Carla Porter.
I hugged him and he hugged me back, and he walked straight into my heart. He was so thin and frail. His bones felt like bird bones to me. So we loved on him, did everything that we could to ease the pain that we knew he was experiencing.
I felt like my life was saved. I used to sleep on the floor, and now I sleep in my own bed. I'm becoming big and strong. I love the food here, and I eat it slowly so I can enjoy it longer.
Dennis goes to school here and is learning about God through CBN's Superbook.
I love hearing the word of God. I like the story of David because when he made a mistake, he was quick to turn back to God. I also want to be a man after God's own heart. One day I want to get a good job so I can help others the way you helped me. I pray God will bless you for everything you have done for me.
Thank you, CBN.
Thank you, CBN Partners, for always creating safe environments for children like Dennis. Your giving is creating homes for orphans and vulnerable children. Now they can look with hope to a promising future, and that is priceless. Our feedback segment is coming up next. Here we get the chance to share some of the messages you sent to us. If you haven't joined our community, please follow us on our social media platforms at 700clubpartners_NG. Be the first to know what's new, get some inspiration for your day, and get sneak peeks into all our other shows like 700 Club Nigeria, Living the Life, One Cube Niger, and of course, you were there. For now, let's read some of your comments. Thank you for letting us in. Let's keep the conversation going. It's been an absolute pleasure spending the last half hour with you. Let's do this again, same time next week. Until then, let love lead every step of the way. Goodbye.